Hey ballers, Squiggles here, bringing you another game. This is a ZVZ on dual site, of course, going to be between DRG and Reis. Now, I did cast another game of DRG and Reis a few days ago, call it 3-4 days ago, but I found another game. Apparently, it was played by this in the same series, and I just wanted to cast this one as well. So, going to be going ahead and doing that. Now, dual site is a two-person map, so you know where your opponent spawns right off the bat. You also have these two Xel'Naga watchtowers, the blue Xel'Naga watchtower and the red Xel'Naga watchtower. Who says Xel'Naga watchtowers have to have a certain look and shape and feel to them? They do not. All they have to do is give you line of sight. And that is what those two very awesome Protoss-looking buildings go ahead and do. So other than that, we do have expansion here, expansion here. Of course, this one's gold. I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mineral patches going down, and they are only gold mineral patches, the 5 right here. There's also only one rich Vespian geyser, yes indeed. But enough about the map, because it looks like already we have Reis going for a 10 pool, and it looks like DRG is going for a more standard. I don't want to say standard, more stable. I don't know. So Reis is basically saying if DRG early expands, I'm going to win. That is what Reis's plan is right here. Now DRG is not going to early expand. Instead, he is going for a gas first and then a spawning pool on 14 each of those. So he's going to go for speedlings as soon as the spawning pool finishes. But as we can see here, his spawning pool, about 25% of the way done, is going to be way late compared to Reis's spawning pool, which is already done right now. We have Reis with 6 Zerglings. I expect him to make at least 2 more Zerglings. And he already has the rally point if we follow it. Oh man, this is like making me sick. There we go. All the way over to DRG's ramp, the ramp of his main base. And as his spawning pool gets closer and closer to finishing, we can see already lings are streaming across the map. Now, is this Overlord going to see it? Yes, indeed he is. So DRG knows what is on the way. I should note neither of these players scouted with the drone. That's kind of uncommon that you would anyway. But both of these Overlords actually getting a good view of the Zerglings, and you can see at least 2 more Zerglings are on the way right now. Looks like DRG has nothing but lings in production, Queen on the way as well, and metabolic boost. And if DRG is able to hold here, he'll be in great position. Now, he is going to have to be careful. Doesn't really want to lose any drones, and that's what we're going to have to see. Can he get away without losing any drones? Oh, this drone only has 2 hit points left, but he goes ahead and survives. Now, all the drones being pulled. More lings coming in for Reis, but it looks like DRG is holding quite nicely here. And as soon as this battle ends, I will go ahead and look at the unit tab and see. It looks like, oh, he did lose at least 1 drone there. Now these lings are going to play ring around the hatchery, but it's not going to do that well with Mama Queen here, laying down the law with her blades and stuff. Okay, as promised, let's go ahead and check. It looks like only 1 worker was killed for Reis. So DRG defending very, very nicely, and now here comes the counterattack by DRG, and Zerg versus Zerg is so crazy the way everything works. But we do have ling speed just about to finish for DRG. No gas at all for Reis yet, as his queen just now finishing does have a spine crawler on the way with another queen at the ramp, and just a couple of lings chilling. Now has both queens there, and he will be able to deflect this counterattack by DRG. Now notice that DRG has expanded and is continuing to drone behind this attack. So he is setting up for an economic game. Just wanted to make sure that he was able to keep Reis honest. Didn't want Reis to go without having to make additional Zerglings, like you can see here. It did throw down a spine crawler too. So Reis investing quite a bit into defense. Those 2 queens, that's not too big of a deal because he can use those to go ahead and vomit larva on his main hatchery, as well as the expansion, which he is so desperately trying to get up right now. But DRG, if he can just delay, okay, here comes the hatchery. But if he can just delay this hatchery, then I mean his hatch is already way ahead, as you can see right here. And it looks like DRG has a baneling nest going down at the same time. There's the baneling nest just about to finish. Has guys back on gas, and it looks like a baneling actually exploded right here. So it looks like there could have been a little bit of an attack, but it looks like, oh no, this Overlord, there's no way he's getting away. So that is actually going to supply block Reis. Wow, we have DRG with a couple banelings on the way, and by a couple I mean 5, of course. That's a couple Call the dictionary. Tell them the squiggle said that a couple is 5. Okay, Reis is starting to spread creep. Of course, he's able to do that because he had that second queen so early just so he wouldn't die. Going to go ahead and get his second gas. And now both of them are just droning quite hard. Again, DRG droning quite hard after he has this aggression. He has 3 banelings right here. Moving in. Are these banelings going to be able to hit? Oh, that was almost way worse. But there we go. That baneling did a lot of damage. And now you can see that Reis is actually he's actually close. I thought he would be farther down in supply than he is. This queen is doing quite a bit, although she doesn't actually have any kills. Just now getting her first kill. Now these lings look like they could run up into the main. Yes, they will. And he's just going to get some scouting, see what's going on. He's going to see a roach warren. All right, so that is a great bit of information for DRG to get. Now we're playing Ring Around the Rosie with all of those. We do have more Zerglings on the way for DRG as he continues to just, it looks like just build lots of Zerglings right now. Meanwhile, Reis is going for a lair. That Roach Warren is almost finished, has 2 guys in gas, so expect to see Roach speed coming up quite quickly for Reis, and he does have that hatchery finished, but his hatchery is definitely hurt. Yes, it is. He's running back to Larva. Blah. Wait, what? No. Inject. Inject. You need to inject. Whatever. He needs to inject. He'll do that eventually. But, yep. So Reis is hanging on, although DRG is looking like he's in great shape. There's so many banelings for DRG coming in. And how is Reis going to handle this? He's trying so hard. But that is a lot of banelings splitting up. And look at that, splitting up, going to catch both sides of the minerals. Boom! Huge baneling hits going off, hitting quite a few workers. And as soon as these Zerglings get cleaned up, I'll go ahead and look at the units lost tab. They might actually get the spine crawler too. That'd be absolutely outstanding for DRG. And yes, in fact, he does. And now these roaches and queens are trying to defend, but Ling is just leaking everywhere, getting up into the main, getting into the natural. Just look at this, picking with the natural. Natural getting incredibly low on health. More Zerglings are still in the main. Roach is out for Reis, so he will be able to clean this up. But these Lings are just being annoying at this point. Wow. Getting lots of good scouting, getting lots of good damage in. Let's go ahead and take the look now. DRG has killed 12 workers. He killed 12 in that attack compared to the 1 from Reis's 10 pool. And if we go ahead and go to the units lost tab, you can see resource-wise, DRG has actually lost more than Reis, but he is ahead in supply now that he's macroing, man. But the big thing is Reis's hatch is incredibly low, and I heard stuff dying with acid. I thought it was a baneling, but instead it was just roaches spitting on people. How rude. All right, we have roaches moving along the top for Reis. We have roaches moving along the bottom as well. Does have control of both watchtowers, or will soon, as these roaches go ahead and chill by the blue watchtower. The ones at the red have gone ahead and gone into attack formation. Scantipede messing it up, but that's okay. He also has moral support with the overlords, and here we go. Roach versus Roach as DRG threw down his Roach Warren in response to the Roach Warren of Reis, and he already has 1 spine crawler on the way. 3 more. Or 1 spine crawler done, rather. 3 more on the way. Here come the drones to defend. Lings and banelings reinforcing for DRG, as it looks like Reis doesn't have that much to defend, actually. And now Reis is behind in supply. DRG just barely ahead. Oh, spine crawler with that snipe there at the end, getting his kill. And what is Reis going to do? Is he going to keep attacking? Is he going to pull back? I don't know. But DRG somehow has obtained about a 13 supply, now 10 supply lead, and I'm not sure how. Oh no, looks like Reis, bad pathing on the units, is going to sacrifice 2 roaches for absolutely free. That is not what he needed right now. Now Reis does have a couple lings here in position for the counterattack. Going to be moving his roaches back up, and he has a lot more lings, so I think he's going to try to poke in here, make DRG commit, and then run with it with his lings. We'll see if that is what he does. Looks like DRG does have a pack of Zerglings himself. Now he is running away with these roaches, and at the same time going to run in here with these lings, but there are multiple spine crawlers hitting all of these Zerglings, as well as DRG's own units, and so not very many lings actually make it in, and they're going to get cleaned up. The queen survives, so not much damage done there. Meanwhile, look at DRG up at 81 supply versus the 63 for Reis as he retreats with his tail between his legs. And I don't know if he's going to be able to defend. The other thing is, if he loses this hatchery, it's going to be almost GG for him. And here we go. So many units for DRG. Here come out the drones to defend, trying to stem the slaughter of life. Here's the stutter stat micro back from the roaches, and it looks like DRG, DRG is going to continue to stream in reinforcements, and just absolutely getting overwhelmed is Reis. His hatch rate getting lower and lower and lower. And if this hatch goes down, hatch is down. And that is, yeah, there it is. There's the GG. So great back and forth game between Reis and DRG. DRG pulling off the win in this one. Congrats to him. As always, leave comments, questions, concerns, or if you just want to say hi. I love saying hi to people. All right, guys, that is it for me. Squiggles out. Catch you later.